Good afternoon. My name is Spencer Bray. Today I have written an open letter to the USDA APHIS. This letter has already been sent to APHIS and has been turned into USDA office in Southern California. The letter's name is Protecting American Agriculture, Border Security, and Domestic Pesticide Oversight. Dear Senator or Representative, I am writing you as a constituent, but I am also writing this as an open letter. One, I intend for my neighbors, my fellow growers and farmers, and the public to read alongside you. American agriculture is being tested from two directions at once, from outside our borders and from within our own regulatory system. Both deserve your attention, and both deserve the public's attention. Part 1, a warning from our borders. In June 2025, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Michigan charged Young Quinn Quan and Zhuanyang Liu, case number 2-25-MJ-30353, with conspiracy, smuggling, and false statements after Liu was found at Detroit Metropolitan Airport carrying samples of Fusarium gramineum, a fungal pathogen that causes head blight in wheat, barley, and other cereal crops, and one that federal officials have described as a potential agroterrorism agent. In the months that followed, federal prosecutors in the same district brought related smuggling charges against several additional individuals connected to a University of Michigan research laboratory involving other biological materials brought into the country without authorization. I want to be exact about what this case shows because exaggeration would do a disservice to the truth. It is a criminal case against specific named individuals working its way through federal court. It is not evidence about any nationality or community of people. What it does show clearly is that our screening system at ports of entry can be beaten, and that a single missed inspection could have let a crop-killing pathogen loose in American fields. That is a border security and biosecurity failure worth demanding answers about, full stop, without broadening it into something it is not. Part 2, a warning from our own fields. The second failure is closer to home, and it has nothing to do with anyone crossing a border. It is about pesticides already legal, already for sale, and already being misused on American farms, in this case, cannabis cultivation, a young industry still catching up to the regulatory maturity of older crops. I want to share what a working agronomist in this field, Spencer Bray, has documented from years of visiting cultivation sites across the country. Mr. Bray is not a government regulator. His findings are field observations and professional judgment, not laboratory confirmed data, and he is careful to label them that way, but they deserve to be taken seriously, precisely, because they come from someone watching this happen in real time. Mr. Bray reports patterns consistent with several common cannabis pests and pathogens, including root rot fungus, two-spotted spider mites, rice root aphid, and western flower thrips, losing their sensitivity to pesticides that once controlled them, in some cases confirmed by repeat lab testing. In other cases, assessed by him as likely to high likelihood pattern of based on field behavior. This matters beyond cannabis. Many of these same pests attack food crops and home gardens. A resistant pest population that develops on one farm does not respect property lines or industry categories. He also defined a second related problem. Several pesticides in active use are simply not being screened for by most cannabis testing labs, meaning residues can go undetected even where testing programs exist on paper. And he reports the continued use of products that are illegal for cannabis, off-label or under-regulated, including some he believes are increasingly available through ordinary retail channels, and others he suspects arrive through illegal supply chains. Mr. Bray's own recommendation and mine is not alarmism. It is more research, more independent monitoring, stronger regulatory testing requirements, and a wider adoption of integrated pest management, which reduces reliance on any single chemical class and slows resistance from developing in the first place. What I'm asking, these two problems, a porous checkpoint at our borders and a porous testing regime in our fields, are different in cause but identical in consequence. American agriculture is left exposed by gaps in oversight. I'm asking you, number one, support increased funding and staffing for USDA APHIS and California and CBP agriculture inspection at ports of entry. Number two, request public accounting from APHIS on how the Fusarium germanium smuggling case was detected and what gaps it exposed. Number three, direct state and federal cannabis regulators to expand mandatory pesticide residue testing panels to close the detection gaps identified above. Number four, support funding for integrated pest management research and education so growers have real alternatives to chemical-only strategies. In conclusion, I'm sending this letter to you, but I'm also sharing it publicly because I believe my fellow citizens, growers, gardeners, and consumers alike deserve to know both of these things are happening at the same time. An informed public is part of how this problem gets solved. That's it. Let me take that.